The number one request we receive from our participants in our presentations classes is to help them make clear what they want to say to their audience. You would think that wouldn't be that hard. Don't worry, plenty of people are seizing defeat from the jaws of victory in this department. Today, we will shine some light on what we should be doing to be more clear when we're presenting. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Tuesday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan and the best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help everyone advance their thinking so that we can be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. Before we get into this week's topic, here is what caught my attention lately. Cash is still king in Japan. Notes and coins in circulation account for 20% of the nation's GDP. This is double the amount in the EU. Cashless payments are still in their infancy, as only 20% here compared to Korea at 90%. Japan plans to reach 40% cashless payments by the time it hosts the next Expo event in Osaka in 2025. Japan is expensive for credit card costs to merchants. At an average of 3.5%, this is high compared to the global rate, about 1.5%. Even for QR code systems, the rate is 3%. They're estimated to be 300 million e-money cards in circulation and over 30 million mobile phones with e-money functions in Japan. These only account for a few percent of retail payments, though. In other news, last year, 1 in 8 young people turning 20 in Tokyo were not born in Japan. That doesn't count those born in Japan but who are not ethnically Japanese. The government says there are 2.73 million non-Japanese living here. The Japanese population may be declining, but the number of non-Japanese is up 6.6% since 2017. Finally, if you are thinking of buying a convenience store franchise in Japan to become free of the corporate chains, you might want to do some careful research. For example, 7-Eleven increased its outlets by 1,000 every year between 2011 and 2017. During the same period, the labour shortage became more severe. The number of job offers to job seekers went from 0.56 to 1.54%. Hourly costs for staff went up from 730 yen per hour to 848 yen. The labour shortage and 24-hour operating rule of the franchisors is forcing owners to work increasingly longer personal hours with no time off. 7-Eleven also asked for between 40% to 75% of gross profit as its franchise fee. This is episode number 91, and we're talking about don't mystify me with your presentation, please. So let's get going. The Global Chief's private jet has landed. We're all assembled in a luxury hotel's gorgeous function room. The big brand name, the resplendent silver mane, the speaker's resume and abundant confidence all speak to a brilliant talk coming up. After the obligatory networking and chatting with tablemates over lunch, the main event gets underway. The keynote starts well, but gradually we start to lose connection with the speaker's message. The talk is full of subtleties. The main point becomes fuzzy, distant, unapproachable, and impenetrable. We sit there wondering, are we all stupid because we can't grasp the speaker's nuanced argument, or is the speaker simply rambling and incoherent? Actually, it doesn't matter which of us is stupid because the talk has failed. The speaker has not been able to get the message across in a way that resounds with the audience. Being intellectually brilliant and speaking above your audience is not effective. It's not effective communication. We have to know who is in our audience, their level of understanding of the subject, and their capacity to be challenged. We need to be able to communicate, which means the listeners can understand and follow what we are saying, rather than trying to impress with their own brilliance. Structure helps to guide the audience through the proceedings. Now, this speech, if it had a structure, was obscure, vague, and puzzling. Consequently, the speaker lost the audience. A heavy mist rolled in on the speech after about the first 10 minutes and engulfed us all in such a way that we struggled to follow where this meandering was going. What was the point being made here? Where are we going with these stories? What is the key argument being made? These are all bad questions for an audience to be asking. They should never have to wonder because the speaker is clear, coherent, and provides direction. The use of slides on this occasion was minimal. In many cases, this is a blessing, but not this one. We needed some more form to follow the speaker's points. We were lost. We could have found a path that would have been good if there had been some visual guideposts for us. The slides roll out and pull us along the path of the argument. Other simple ploys like, there are 3 key issues, or the 5 areas of urgent attention are, helps to frame the content in a way where we can track it. These structures help us to relate the current point to those preceding it. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment. Be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience, everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. If you'd like to give crystal clear presentations and take a look at doing our High Impact Presentations 2-day program, it's running on November 13th and 14th, and details are on our website at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Back to the show. Maybe a fellow genius, if indeed our speaker was a genius, may have been simpatico with our speaker's intent and understood the thesis. Alas, we were just ordinary punters, turned out in the hope of a nice lunch and some enlightenment from this font of knowledge. Our font this day, though, was dry and not all that helpful because we couldn't get the point. As speakers, we have to make it easy for our audience to understand us. If we are going to be clever and tangential, we run the risk of losing people. If we are fixated on subtlety, we can be too opaque for the troops and they just get lost. We're all crime scene witnesses to the merciless murder of a major brand that day. When the big cheese fails like that, we doubt the whole organisation. Our faith in the firm has completely subsided. Apart from the damage to the company, the individual's personal brand is shredded, torn and tattered. The stakes are high when you are a presenter. So mastering the ability to connect with your audience is critical. Don't overcomplicate the exercise. Have a clear structure. Be easy to follow as you navigate your way around your talk, and pitch it at the right level for your audience. Do you and your personal and professional brands want to be enhanced? This is how you do it. Be appreciated. They want to work with you, not against you. Let's make it clear. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube, share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember, hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. enjapan.dale@carnegie.com. It is awesome value, so check it out. Remember, if you would like to give crystal clear presentations, then take a look at doing our high impact presentations 2-day program running on November 13 and 14. Details are on our website, enjapan.dale@carnegie.com. Please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how you thought the show helped you, and, well, what other topics are you interested in for me to cover? Remember, I'm here. I'm a free resource to help you. Just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my podcasts. Look for the Leadership Japan series, the Presentations Japan series, and the Sales Japan series, wherever you get your podcasts. This is episode 91. So 92, we are talking about every new sales year, you are back to zero again. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you, and we have only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.